This year's Congress of the World Apostolate of Fatima takes off in Buea with the Pontifical High Mass celebrated by the Metropolitan Archbishop of Bamenda, His Grace Andrew Nkea. It is attended by over 700 devotees. The Catholic Women Association CWA continues in its Diamond Jubilee Frenzy. Meeting today at Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary, the Mothers of the Church begin their 3-day Congress. And Mayor of Buea, David Mafani Namange, takes measures to dislodge traders operating on the roadside at the Great Supermarket. Today's scene saw municipal police officers destroying properties of recalcitrant traders on the stretch of road. Those were our top stories. The news in details right ahead. Thursday, July 25, 2024. Many thanks for joining us live on Divine Mercy Radio and Television. This is Divine Mercy Prime with me, Sama Eileen. Members of the World Apostolate of Fatima nationwide have kicked off this year's National Congress. Marking the official opening today, a Pontifical High Mass was celebrated by the Metropolitan Archbishop of Bamenda, His Grace Andrew Nkea, at Holy Family Parish, Newtown in Limbe. The ongoing Congress has over 700 devotees from different dioceses in the country, and it will run till Saturday, 27 July 2023. Reverend Father Matunje was in Limbe today and took part in that ceremony. He now tells us more.
Over 700 members of the World Apostolate of Fatima, also known as the Blue Army, a prayer and devotion group in the Catholic Church, coming from all over the national territory, are meeting for their annual Congress in the Diocese of Buea at Holy Family Parish, Newtown, Limbe. The Congress was officially opened today with a High Pontifical Mass celebrated by His Grace Andrew Nkea, Metropolitan Archbishop of Bamenda, with Bishop Michael Bibi as concelebrant and a couple of priests. In his homily, the preacher of the day, His Grace Andrew Nkea, made a call to all members of this apostolate to return to the original message of the apparition of Our Lady of Fatima, thus taking them back to their roots. And he appealed to all the members to endeavor in all capacity and ability to live the message of Our Lady of Fatima.
Go back to the original message of Fatima, and we must all make the effort to start living out the message of Fatima in all its dimensions. What is this message? Number one, Our Lady reaffirms the Church's teaching on the existence of the last things, heaven, hell, and purgatory. She is especially concerned that souls are being lost because there is no one to make reparation for their sins. Our Lady desires that which is good and pleasing to God our Savior, who wills everyone to be saved and come to knowledge of the truth.
Just like the rosary and the scapula, which are sacramentals with spiritual benefit, the significance of the white flag of Our Lady of Fatima, a sign of purity and surrender to God, was equally reiterated by the homilist.
The first reason why we are carrying the white flag signifies the purity of Our Lady of Fatima, free from sin. She has no stain of sin in her life. And therefore, when we are waving those white flags, we are recognizing Our Lady's purity, her sinlessness, and that she is free from even original sin. When we wave the white flag, especially when the statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary is passing, it is an appeal for peace. For all the sins that are being committed in this world, we surrender. For all the battles that are being fought in the world and in our heart, God will do what? We surrender.
Based on some observations, as an active devotee of this apostolate for the past 30 years himself, the prelate made some appeals to key issues the devotees must consider in order to live out this message of Fatima fully as they see it in for this National Congress 2024.
Number one, by daily offering to the Sacred Heart of Jesus through the Immaculate Heart of Mary all our morning offerings. Number two, pray part of the rosary daily. When we say part, is not 1 decade. At least the mystery of the day. That is what we call part. Number three, wear the brown scapular of Our Lady of Mount Carmel as both a sign and a reminder of our consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. Number four, practice the devotion of the communion of reparation on the first Saturday of each month, which has come to be popularly known as First Saturday Devotion.
As the Congress proceeds, the members of the Word Apostolate of Fatima use it as an opportunity to evaluate themselves, a moment of stock-taking, and a moment to evaluate how far they have put into practice the message of Our Lady of Fatima to pray for world peace.
Mother most prudent,
After the Diamond Jubilee celebration yesterday, July 24th at the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral, Maliko, CWA women are converging on Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary in small support for a 3-day Congress. The Diamond Jubilee Congress aims at examining and evaluating the livelihood of the association. Our reporter Jamilato Tongtang was there earlier today during the opening of the Congress. Her report.
As a means to evaluate, examine and readjust some of the aspects that were put in place over time, CWA women converged at the Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary for a Congress. The meeting that officially began with the General Chaplain of the CWA women, Father Augustine Kwan, was an opportunity for him to reiterate what these Christian mothers represent in and to the church.
Women have dedicated themselves to follow Christ, following the example of our Mother Mary, who was the first disciple. And to follow our Mother Mary is also to accept to be humble in the service of the Lord. And so this time when they aspire also for leadership positions, they should also keep that in mind, that they are there to serve the association and to serve the church.
The provincial president of the CWA Women expressed her joy of being part of the Congress, which is this year recorded as the 10th edition, while revisiting part of the cautions that were given concerning the use of the CWA uniforms by the General Executive President.
Use of our statutes and bylaws. Okay. She mentioned it that it's very important that we put into use, because the way we use our attire, we have 2 uniforms in the association: the Kappa, the blue uniform, which is for social, then this Maria attire that I'm putting on is for spiritual activities. So women are misusing our attire, CWA attire. So she mentioned that we should put into practice sanctions using our statutes and bylaws, which is being signed by the bishops of the BAPEC.
The diocesan president for the CWA on her path shared some of the challenges faced as they struggled in preparation to ensure that the Congress becomes a success.
All the same, we did our best. It was about 600 members. We are all here at Shalaban College, sleeping in dormitories, preparing them food, and attending to other exigencies. mothers are here. It has not been easy. In an institution like this, an institution based for children, you can imagine the small beds, then mothers with the heavy weight sleeping, and I know they will not find it very easy. So all the same, we are disciples of Mary. We go an extra mile to bear every challenge that comes around us.
It was the address that saw the gathering of CWO women
even more convinced about their daily efforts to answer the call to
sharing their excitement of being able to attend this year's session.
To serve Mother Mary in our way as mothers, so that our own children who are going can see what we are doing. They copy from us. I've been more than 40 years in CW, and I've seen my own children who were delivered in my own CW. It was so exciting for me, and I was so happy to see them today that they are CW members. I'm so happy. I'm really happy to be here representing my branch as the branch president of Our Lady of God's branch, Takoma Park, which is under a zone, Mary Queen of Heaven zone, under the leadership of Mrs. Felicitas Ayo.
It is worth noting that the Congress will run from Thursday 25th to Sunday 28th of July, and as at now, there will be a formation done before the next batch of women are dedicated in the month of December. Meanwhile, the mothers were also cautioned to each take home a copy of the Jubilee magazine with them, as everything discussed and agreed on will be found in the booklet. Thus, the need for everyone to revisit them individually at their various homes.
Let's now take you back to yesterday's grandiose 60th anniversary celebration of the CWA, where the Bishop of Boyar, His Lordship Michael Bibi, has been described as hospitable and very accommodating prelate with a great vision for the church. These words set to a greater extent the success recorded in yesterday's celebration in all dimensions. Reverend Father Martin J. took special note on these words and the general impression from the Christian faithful, as we get in the following report.
Legendary hospitality remains the mark of identity for the denizens and the Christian faithful of the Diocese of Boyar, the mother diocese in Cameroon and the host diocese for the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the existence of the Catholic Women Association nationwide. This is very glaring from the words uttered by the Chief Shepherd of the Diocese of Boyar, His Lordship Michael Bibi, as a prelude in the High Pontifical Mass celebrated by the Apostolic Nuncio to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, His Grace José Alvelino Betancourt. The prelate welcomed everyone in the diocese and all present for having braved the odds and coming from far and wide to give this celebration of the Diamond Jubilee of the Catholic Women Association the decorum, flamboyant and conspicuous color it deserves.
The Christians of the Diocese of Boyar, the religious and the clerics welcome you to Boyar today. We want to welcome in a special way the Apostolic Nuncio, who is amongst us today, presiding at this Eucharistic celebration. Your Excellency, you are not new to Boyar, but this is the first time we are having the opportunity to celebrate Mass with you. During your brief word to the members of the Catholic Women Association yesterday upon your arrival, you reminded them that they are important, that they are the heart of the church, and that they are the arms of the church. Thank you for these encouraging words to our mothers who have and are continuously doing a lot as far as our church is concerned.
His warm words of welcome, beginning with members of ecclesiastical hierarchy, to civil and traditional authorities, and to the entire Christian faithful, projected him to stand tall and even annotated from the lips of many as a consecrated prelate for national integration.
Kudos to our bishop for the wonderful work he has done. Everybody was happy. Everybody was surprised to see that our bishop has done this marvelous work. Because we should pray to him. Because in church, it was everybody. Even Mami Fancha said that pray to Bishop Bibi. And then our general president, the person of Madam Chateau, said that our bishop is wonderful. The nonsense said that our bishop is a developing bishop. We thank him for all what he has done for us. Because today, if it was not that he went an extra mile to see that the women are comfortable, we have had a disgrace. But God being our helper, we are fine. Kudos to Bishop Bibi. 60 years, a gift to the church.
Making the beautiful citadel of God, that is the Divine Mercy Co-Cathedral in the Diocese of Buea, so accommodating to everyone present and underscoring the irreplaceable role played by the great arm of the church, that is the CWA. He commended them for their active involvement in the pastoral life of the church, in the faith, and in dedication for service, as their motto goes, to serve and not to be served. After these warm words of welcome uttered in his capacity as the suffragan bishop of the suffragan see of Buea, the prelate then proceeded to invite the apostolic nuncio to Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea to proceed with the most holy sacrifice of the Holy Mass.
We talk education. In preparation for the upcoming 2024-2025 academic year, the Education Secretary of the Diocese of Buea, Reverend Father Vincent Misue, made a visit to the St. Pius X Tailoring Workshop this Thursday, July 25th. The purpose was to check the production of school uniforms for diocesan schools. The workshop, located at Holy Trinity Parish, Bota, has already completed orders for several schools. Hilary Clinton has details in the next report.
The Education Secretary's visit to St. Pius X Tailoring Workshop was nothing short of satisfaction. Reverend Father Vincent Misue was impressed with the progress of uniform production for diocesan schools. The workshop, managed under the authority of St. Pius X Commercial and Technical College, Middle Farms, has been fulfilling orders, with some schools already having their uniforms completed, as explained by the manager.
St. Anne College, Rupacol, and you have CKC, and we have some of the uniforms. Then we have uniforms for St. Pius, part of the St. Pius uniform. We have part of the uniforms for St. Anne, and then we are now about sewing the Cube School in Buea. We are on them now like this.
Reverend Father Vincent Misue praised the commitment and efficiency of the workers at the workshop. The manager noted that the uniforms produced are of high quality. He further voiced out that the workers at St. Pius X Tailoring Workshop are equal to the task of meeting the uniform demands of diocesan schools, urging patience from school administrators and families.
No, actually, you can even see in we want to give them good quality, but they should be patient because quality needs a little bit of time. So just so anything, we saw quality here and we need a little bit of time. So by the end of August, I think most of the school have all their uniforms.
As the summer holiday progresses, St. Pius X Tailoring Workshop remains committed to ensuring a good start to the 2024-2025 school year through quality uniform provision for all schools.
Still in news related to Academy, the results of HND 2024 were released yesterday, Wednesday, July 24th. The Catholic University Institute of Buea is a diocesan institution. It registered 159 students for the national exams. Hilary Clinton, once again in the following report, presents in detail the records of this institution. Take a listen.
According to the statistics provided by the Office of the Higher National Diplomat Coordinator at Catholic University Institute of Buea, a total of 159 candidates sat in for the examinations across multiple departments. Out of this number, 153 students successfully passed their assessment, marking an outstanding pass rate of 97%. In the accountancy department, out of 26 candidates who sat in for the exams, a good number of 25 students passed, with one student falling short. This results in a high pass rate of 97%. One student from this department achieved upper credit, while 24 attained lower credit. The Human Resource Management Department celebrated a perfect record, with all 9 candidates successfully passing their exams, achieving a 100% rate, with all students earning lower credit. In Logistics and Transport Management, 11 out of 13 students passed their exams, resulting in a pass rate of 87%. 9 students earned lower credit, with 1 student achieving upper credit. The Computer Graphics and Web Design Department demonstrated a good performance, with 15 out of 16 students passing the exams. This gave the department 94%. The 15 students received lower credit. The Network and Security Department recorded a commendable 96% rate, with 21 out of 22 students succeeding in the exams. Among them, 19 students earned lower credit, while 2 achieved upper credit. The Civil Engineering Technology Department recorded a 99% rate. Out of 56 candidates, 55 students successfully passed, with 49 achieving lower credit and 3 obtaining upper credit. All 7 candidates in the Electrical Power System Department successfully passed the exams, resulting in a perfect 100% rate. All the students earned lower credit. The Food Technology Department celebrated 100%, with all 6 candidates passing. 5 candidates achieved lower credit, while 1 student attained upper credit. In the Agro-Pastoral Advisors Department, all 4 candidates passed their exams, achieving 100%. All the students in this department earned lower credit. The institution of saints and scholars continue to distinguish itself not only regionally but also nationally, as evidenced by its students, achieving commendable results in the 2024 Higher National Diplomat Examinations. The Catholic University Institute of Buea, being the STEAM university, produced the 2nd and 3rd best students at the national level. Looking at the 2024 results, it is certain to confirm that the future looks promising, as CUIB remains steadfast in its mission to educate and empower the next generation of leaders and professionals.
You're welcome back. Now onto this human interest story. Some roadside traders at the Great Support Market say they feel frustrated and don't know where else to do business. They were reacting this morning after municipal police officers were deployed to the stretch in a bid to stop any business on the road. Jutumbaku reports.
Last week, after a private car rammed into some traders at the Great Support Market, killing 2 and injuring many others, the mayor of Buea, David Mafani Namange, made a commitment to relocate all traders from this spot to the main market in Butingi.
2 weeks ago, I will be on market again. After we got detailed, the Modoku measures, we even tie a band, a rope to me, no say out of that area for a bit risky. When we come out the camp, last week again, we go seize that chop them with the self upon the road. They know we do and so we pay back because it's not easy. But now life's been much more important. So we enforce the decision of Dr. Camp. Any person who is self upon the road today, we will seize it, team them. And if they like, they fit go for Central Market. We get makeshift store. Them from here they sell under it. For them to the people make small roof. If they don't want to take that other side, was they will still. Or don't need to reach phase 1 or the still build space. They will fit sell for day. Will be very, very safe.
Mayor David Mafani Namange is now marching words with action. This spot where the incident occurred has been restricted as a danger zone. Despite every effort, the traders still break the rules. The presence of municipal police officers here is to dissuade the traders from selling on the tarred road, a scenario that met a wailing and lamenting population.
I'm called Rosemary. I around the South Body Market for so many years. I don't go buy for Douala market where they sell for road. Yaoundé they sell for road. Munya market is sell for road. When all IC market will come because they say accident, they can't move the market. Yes. When they don't live in local, we well. Also they sell for road. When only today they say they don't move food for market. It's not correct. Yes. They may not do correctly. They don't keep people. They don't keep mommy and picking them. They don't pay for the school fees.
My name is Bomo Solage. Papa, we keep trying for you now. We keep managing you. Say that woman don't die. You can't broken. Mama don't feel me bad or the crime. My favorite is more push car for back. I said no one will. I end up with die for suffer. The crime for market. May they seem to a problem. But I'm back down back. I don't know as a woman they can save with them. Whenever I see no, we the beg na beg. May they find a solution.
These traders complain that they are stuck and confused and do not know anywhere else to do business.
For the market because this market will be the only security market where it be secure around this side because central market not be really secure that way. So now we will manage. Then now we they broke all side. We don't know which side we go because we our family will repeat that for the market. Everything about our life is for the market. Now we they broke also. We don't know which side we go. We don't just confuse. Everything don't scatter. So we don't know. But we just beg the government say. Need they see into our problem. Need they see how they will take give you different place for sale.
In a communique sent to DMRTV's newsroom, Town Mayor Barrister David Mafani has asked the vendors to get in touch with council authorities for them to be allocated space at the central market in Butingi. However, some still say there is still insecurity in that area due to the ongoing socio-political crisis in the southwest region. Apart from the risks of selling on the highway, the action by municipal authorities is also aimed at reducing traffic along this stretch and equally to address the perennial issue of urban disorder in Buea.
Onto our foreign page now. A United Nations report says around 733 million people face hunger in 2023. The report predicts that if the current trends continue, 582 million people will be chronically undernourished by 2030, half of them in Africa. And the European football unions challenge FIFA's fixture overload strategy, filing a formal complaint to the EU Commission against FIFA regarding the international match calendar. Get full details of these international stories and more in the next report. Around 733 million people faced hunger in 2023, according to the latest State of Food Security and Nutrition in the World report published on Wednesday by 5 United Nations specialized agencies. Hunger affected 1 out of every 11 people in the world and 1 out of 5 in Africa, with the number rising on the continent. The report highlights that access to adequate food remains elusive for billions, with around 2.33 billion people globally facing moderate or severe food insecurity in 2023. While there have been some progress in specific areas, hunger in places like Sudan and the Gaza Strip has been dramatically worsened by ongoing conflicts. Nonetheless, the report predicts that if current trends continue, about 582 million people will be chronically undernourished by 2030, half of them in Africa. Health experts say twice yearly injections used to treat AIDS were 100% effective in preventing new infections in women. The drug company added that it is waiting for results of testing in men before seeking permission to use it to protect against the infection. The results in women were published Wednesday, July 24 in the New England Journal of Medicine. The study was conducted on about 5,000 young women and girls in South Africa and Uganda. HIV is a virus that attacks the body's immune system, while AIDS occurs at the most advanced stage of infection. European football leagues and player unions announced on Tuesday their intention to file a formal complaint with the European Commission regarding FIFA's practice of adding competitions to already crowded fixture schedules. Christian Benteke of DC United emphasized the importance of finding a balance between player welfare and commercial interest in football. He acknowledged the demanding schedule that top teams have to endure, but also highlighted the necessity of meeting the requirements of the business side of the sport. Benteke suggests that there should be a mutual agreement between players and management regarding playing time and rest periods. The ex-Liverpool striker emphasized that in order to deliver an excellent performance on the field, it is crucial for players to be in optimal physical condition. It is on that sports note that we pull the curtains of this edition of Divine Mercy Prime. But before we go, our top stories once again. This year's Congress of the World Apostolate of Fatima takes off in Boya with a Pontifical High Mass celebrated by the Metropolitan Archbishop of Bamenda, His Grace Andrew Nkea. It is attended by over 700 devotees. The Catholic Women Association CWA continues in its Diamond Jubilee frenzy. Meeting today at Bishop Rogan Minor Seminary, the Mothers of the Church begin their 3-day congress. And Mayor of Boya, David Mafani Namange, takes measures to dislodge traders operating on the roadside at the Great Supermarket. Today's scene saw municipal police officers destroying properties of recalcitrant traders on that stretch of road. Huge thanks for viewing. I have been Sama Eileen for presentation. Just stay tuned to amazing programs coming up tonight on Divine Mercy Radio and Television. God willing, I'll be here for another edition tomorrow, 7 p.m. Bye for now.